All right, so I am sharing this video to hopefully help you with the DOK. I'm hoping you can come back to this and watch it when you need. So I am on the first page of the DOK, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of tips to get you started here. So we have these 6 air masses here at the top. And what I want to tell you already is just cross out the equatorial. We aren't going to have any equatorial because we're just too far north in the United States. You will only have one Arctic. Okay, so Arctic, think it's very cold. Is that going to be very far north or further south? These other ones you're going to use multiple times. Okay, so you want to focus on the bubbles and where they're at. So, like this one is over water. So, think is that maritime or continental? This one I would say is a little bit more over land. This one's probably a little bit more over water. And then the other thing I want you to think about is like cutting this in half. Okay. Sorry, it's not a very great cut, but you see it, what I mean. So we have more north and we have more south. So in the north, do you think it's going to be colder or warmer? And in the south, do you think it's going to be colder or warmer? So essentially, all of them on this south part should all be the same, either polar or tropical, and all of them on this north part will be all tropical or polar, except one will be a little different. Okay, so there's my little tips for page 1. Please take your time looking like, is it over water or over land more? And then thinking if it's more north, is it going to be colder or warmer? More south, colder or warmer? Okay, so that's my tip for page 1. Coming down here to page 2 at the top. So I know this says like on the figure below, that's wrong. So you're actually going to draw it on this figure on the right here. So we're focused on the box. Okay. And essentially, I'm making you be a meteorologist. So you need to figure out where is the front. How they do that is they look at these 3 things. They look at temperature, they look at moisture, and they look at wind direction. They look at a lot more. I'm only asking you to look at these 3. So you look at these station models. So you got some temperatures in here, 46, 49, 48, 49, 60, 61. So there's a big change right in around this area. Okay, so something to keep in mind. And you can look at all the other temperatures. You look at the moisture change. So, like, notice where the clouds are. Remember, clouds are typically right around where a front is being formed. And then you also want to look for a sharp change in wind direction. So, look at the way the winds are going. And again, you want to look for that drastic change. Essentially, wherever that drastic change is, you're going to draw your line because that's right where the front is. And then on this line, if you read this carefully, it's asking for which one of these 3 helped you figure out where that front would go. Okay. So that's number 2. I want one line. Okay. One line showing me where the front is. Remember looking at, I'll give you a tip, temperature and wind is going to be very helpful for that. Okay, down here at the bottom, we have a map. The fronts are already drawn there on for you. It says what type of front located at station B and E. So you're looking at B and you're looking at E. So it is red and blue. Okay, so red and blue. Which one would that be? Occluded, stationary, warm, cold. Okay, number 2, as time passes, what best describes the incoming weather at station F? So you're here at F, and this red line is moving in towards you. So you want to know, what does the red line mean? And then what weather is associated with that red line? What type of weather could you expect in Southern California? So that's like D area. And again, this blue line now is moving in. So the blue line is moving in towards California. What does that blue line mean for which front it is? And then what weather is associated with those? For number 4, it says, what is the connection between weather fronts and air masses? I want to know what creates a front. Okay, what essentially creates a front? What creates, sorry, it's messy. What creates a front? And that's kind of what I'm looking for in number 4. So I want to know, how do they relate? And essentially, if you know what creates a front, that'll help you know how to answer that question. Okay. All right. Those are my tips and tricks. If you have other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to help you.